the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. It's the Houston Cougars and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Temple's offense will take the field first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Smith. Tripped up for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. There's a crease. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. That's caught. It's Chase. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Catch on third down. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. and he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Rushes on him. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Houston Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge...
Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Got his man down the middle.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The throw to the outside is complete. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and just saw one there on the crossing route.
Fires left. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. They'll run it. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He'll toss it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bermudez. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking for a big play. Goes high to pull it in. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Makes the grab, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Hughes. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Smith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They give it to him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Temple lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking for room. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Some misdirection with the counter. Maybe a crease. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They booted away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That's reeled in. It's Clark.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play. The defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Temple lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The keeper on the option. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fakes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Houston! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And they got him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Got to find a completion on this one. Pocket breaking down. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And